When people talk about the Royal Oak Offshore, a lot of the opinions you hear are based on older references, bigger cases, heavier wear, louder design. So when someone sees 26420SO for the first time, they usually expect more of the same. That expectation changes perfectly quick once it's on the wrist. This is part of the newer offshore generation, and the biggest difference is balance. The case wears flatter, proportions make more sense. The ceramic bezel tones the watch down more than people expect. It still has presence, but it doesn't overpower the wrist the way earlier offshores sometimes do because they were big and bulky. The ceramic bezel is doing real work here. It's not just a visual upgrade. Ceramic holds up extremely well over time, especially for clients who actually wear their watches. Scratches that would show up quickly on steel or gold just aren't an issue in the same way because the ceramic bezel is very resistant to pressure. 5 or 10 years down the line, this watch is still going to look clean if it's been cared for properly. The dial is another era where AP refined things. It's more legible, it's less busy, it's easier to live day to day. Early offshore dials could feel crowded, maybe a little busy. This one doesn't. You can tell they were thinking about wearability, not just impacts. Thank you, AP. Inside, you're getting AP's in-house chronograph movement with a column wheel and flyback function. That matters because this is where the offshore started to shift from being viewed as a design-forward watch to a mechanically serious one. The longer power reserve also makes it more practical if you rotate watches, which most offshore buyers and wearers do. From a collector's standpoint, this reference usually isn't a first AP. Clients who gravitate toward the 26420SO tend to already own a Royal Oak or two, or they've spent time with other high-end sports watches and want something that feels more modern and more physical. It's a watch for someone who already understands the brand and wants a different expression of it, basically. Market wise, this is where things get interesting. As of now, most 26420SO pieces are trading in the mid five figures, depending on condition, completeness, and timing. You're not buying this expecting a quick flip. That's not the point to this watch. What you're getting is stability, strong demand among seasoned collectors, and a reference that represents where the offshore line is headed, not where it's been. Because we're involved in buying, selling, trading, sourcing, servicing, consigning, appraising watches every day, we get to see patterns most buyers don't, which references come back, which ones come in and out of the office, which ones clients regret selling, which ones stay in collections long term, and newer offshore references, especially this one, tend to stay. So if you're considering an offshore like the 26420SO is one of the references that actually makes sense today. It wears better than most people expect, and it's mechanically solid, and it fits naturally into a serious collection rather than feeling like a novelty piece. If you're thinking about buying, upgrading, or just want a second opinion on where this watch fits in the market, work with a vetted dealer who understands both product and long-term picture. We're always happy to help with anything. All you have to do is reach out to us. The link is in the show notes below. And that's all I got for you today, guys. I'll catch you next time. My name's Chris. Peace.